Hey guys, it's Travis. I wanted to put up a blog on something that's been happening over the last few days, and it kind of goes along the lines of what we've been talking about here over Team DDP Radio and Team DDP Yoga. With the whole donate my weight push with Ben Miller, and and this is something I've been named over the last few days kind of the duality of community. And when we talk about duality, I'm talking about there's two sides to the situation. There's one side, in this case, where it's you're donating, every 5 pounds of food for every pound that you lose, or whatever you can give. Because some people aren't in that position; they can't give 5 pounds. I mean, you lose a whole bunch of weight, you're really owning it. So you give what you can, and that's great. Okay, and I fully support this. This is important. This is something, especially this time of year, that really needs to happen. Not only are you helping your community, but you are getting something in return. You gain a feeling that you are able to contribute and help somebody up. And there's the other side of that. There's the other side of that duality. Is when you find yourself on the side that needs help up. Nobody wants to be in a position where they feel like they have to ask for help. Nobody wants to feel like they're helpless. And that's really what owning your life is about, is not feeling helpless. You're not helpless. And when Sparky says on every radio show, and Robert when he fills in, when the 10% comes to knocking, get you right in the ass and live life at 90%. So that's what we do. But sometimes that lived life at 90% means you need a hand to help you up. And that's what Team DDP Yoga is about. As a community, we are that hand to help those people along their journey. You get stuck in a plateau, you need ideas for gluten-free recipes, you need some motivation, some encouragement to challenge yourself to get to that next level, become better. Well, in the same way, this Donate My Weight challenge, this holiday challenge, is doing that. It's helping people who find themselves in a spot that they need help, they need a hand, they need to help up. It's not a handout. It's not you're giving something away for free. You're helping these people up. You're helping somebody who needs it to make it through and get to where they need to be. And I encourage you not just to give food or even money. Although both of them are very important, don't get me wrong here. Give of your time. Give of yourself. Go to these giveaways. Go to a food pantry. Go to a church that gives away food every so often to help those. There's a church. There's a few churches. There's one church that does it in my community every Friday, and they do a lot of great work to help those in need. There's no judgment. There's no there's no looking down on these people. They're just there and helping. And I know, because I was one of those people. Short version. Payday came and went this week. Bills got paid. And what's left over, found myself in a position where it's harder for me to justify or making sure that it's hard for me to even put it out in the words. It's hard to find that we're going to have enough food, enough to make food and gas and such for the next couple weeks. And that's where I found myself this week, is at this food giveaway. You go there, they give you a ticket, you get in line, and you wait in line, and there's not a lot. There's some, and yeah, it's you get basic necessities. Instant mashed potatoes, regular potatoes, some vegetables, some produce, some meat, chicken in this case, right? Get a whole chicken. You can make that last for a good week if you need to, right? Breads. One of the things to know here is that when you give, in a food pantry sort of situation, you don't worry about, is it gluten-free, is it dairy-free? People aren't concerned about, is it these things, is it this free or that free, is it GMO or whatever. All they're worried about is food. Is it something that's going to help? And just so you know, I don't want this to come off as I'm trying to get people to feel sorry or whatever the case is, or I'm trying to guilt people or whatever. Okay, we will make it through. We will. I will make sure I'm living life at 9%. We're going to find a way to get through this couple weeks, one way or the other. Pick up some extra hours. There's some things that we, just stuff we're trying to promote a little bit. My wife's business. She makes jewelry that she sells, whatever. I'm sure you've seen probably some of my posts on winter creations and whatnot. There's some things that can be done, and we will survive. We will make it. One thing I'm not going to give into is the emotional gravity of we're in a bad spot and there's nothing I can do. there's something we can do. There's something I can do. And that's what people in my position think. It's not, okay, I'm going to need to get free food somewhere. It is, what do we need to do? What do I need to do to make sure that we make it for the next couple of weeks, get through that tough spot? And, by the way, I'm still planning on participating in the Donate My Weight stuff here. However, I might not donate my weight. Instead, I'm going to donate my time. I'm going to find a way, just like somebody was there for me when I was in need, that I'm there for somebody else when they're in need. And that may be, go to the same Faith Temple food giveaway and help distribute, food, help unpack the trucks, deliver stuff. It also may be that, also go the, Slim Gillian route. He's doing something where, Random Acts of Kindness for his next 40-day challenge. And this is a great time to do that. I was at the post office the other day, mailing out some of those bills I had told you about. There was a woman that was there, and that was going through a care package that she was sending out to her son. Chips, soap, different things. And it turns out that this lady was having a hard time because to mail this package, it cost $19.40 to mail this care package to her son. She didn't have $19.40. So she stepped aside and she sat there trying to figure out what she can do, what she can do with or without to be able to send to her son. Next lady behind her comes to the counter. She's there to buy lottery tickets and stamps and whatnot. And she goes and she buys her stuff. And then she asks the lady behind the counter, she asks, well, how much does this cost? $8.40. So this lady wrote a check out, said, I'm going to pay for you sending this care package to your son. That's important. And then took out some extra money and gave that money to her. I think it was it's $20, $30, something like that. And it was just warming. It was heartwarming. And the look on this woman's face that was in need spoke volumes. She was so thankful. I mean, she's embarrassed that she's in that position. And I can totally understand that. But she's thankful that someone is paying attention and looking out for her. And looking out and is there to help. And I'm sure that when the time comes, I hope, she's going to do the same thing for someone else. And that's what I'm asking of you right now. Is to pay attention to who's around you. Because it could be a friend, a coworker, a family member. And sometimes you're going to find yourself in that position. So you should pay attention. Not only should you pay attention to who's around you and in need. If you're in need, don't be afraid to say something. Because somewhere along the way, there's always a hand and someone there to help you. You do whatever you need to do to live life at 90%. And make sure that you are owning this day, whatever that day brings. You're owning this day to the best of your ability so you can own your life. That's it. That's all I got to say. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.